There's a tons of small hills with a panoramic view on surrounding area. Zagorje is spectacular, definitely worth exploring, and that was actually my intention with this
Hi
short.
everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm a motorcycle adventure rider who works boring office job, and this is my way of connecting with reality. Every spare moment I spend traveling around the world with motorcycle, always searching for interesting people, adventures and places.
Hi YouTube, and welcome to another installment of Hidden Games of Croatia, or should I say forgotten part of Croatia. I'm driving you through north part of Croatia, which is roughly around 100 kilometers north from Zagreb as a starting point. I'll show you old village Kumrovec, I'll show you Hrvatsko Zagorje. As you can see, pretty nice scenery, little wider roads. You can drive slightly faster than usual, and what's most important, during the whole year this part is free of traffic, even though winters can be a little snowy in this part of Croatia. So during the December, January and February, other months are perfect for riding. So we will see old village Kumrovec, which is birthplace of former Yugoslavian President Tito. Beautiful landscapes, guys. You can see small hills, which is a natural characteristic of Zagorje. Today I'm planning to ride a couple of hours, 3 to 4 hours. I'm gonna cover roughly around 200 kilometers or so. As soon as we go off this main road, the road will get more narrow and curvy. It's gonna be a fantastic ride, you'll see. Take a look at this, guys. Beautiful part of the world, just close by to the biggest city in Croatia, which is Zagreb, which is capital city, with roughly around 1 million people living in. Just 30 or 40 kilometers north of the city, you can end up in these kind of greenery and landscapes. One more thing that's really characteristic for this place is a lot of castles. During history, this was more like a strategical place where all major fights were happening here, so a lot of history in this place. And guys, now I'm climbing on one of those hills that I was mentioning earlier. Now the ride becomes interesting. There's a few kilometers of spectacular riding in front of me. As you can see, the quality of asphalt is fantastic. This place has a lot of these kind of hills, and the view from above is really spectacular. A lot of vineyards, a lot of agricultural fields here. Take a look at this view, guys. Magnificent. So, Hrvatsko Zagorje, definitely worth spending a day or two here and riding on these roads, especially if you are visiting Croatia during the summer, where coastal roads can be crazy busy. There's no touristic season here, and this is always available, of course, weather permitting. I shouldn't be pushing this V-Strom a lot, since I don't trust the brakes, and I never rode on buttlocks tires before, but they are holding for now. I don't want to have an accident with a rented bike. I don't want to have an accident at all. This place is a nice restaurant. If you ever stumble upon, if you're right in this area, this is a good place to have a lunch or so, even with the families. And guys, I'm entering Kumrovec, which is an old village, Titos Birthplace, and as I said earlier, very famous route for bikers. Probably reasons are many: quality of roads, busyness or non-busyness, however, is a second maybe reason, and third reason, it's a good stop to have a coffee. So I'm gonna have a coffee here. They serve a very good specialty, which is named Strukle. It's basically pastry with the cheese. Yeah, Kumrovec here. So guys, this is Kumrovec, birthplace of former Yugoslavian president Tito, and this old village has been restored from completely from ground up, and the houses are renovated like it was before. Beautiful. As you can see, they say Museum Old Village. Nice place. If you ever find yourself here, definitely check it out. There's no more villages like this one. In this part they're all, of course, new houses. But now this is everything is a museum here. It looks really good. I have to say, I'm riding a couple of days in these JV panniers, and I have to say they're really good. I was considering them for my GS, and somehow JV wasn't my first choice. But the more I ride, the more I ride, the more I like them. They're very sturdy and with a lot of details. So definitely recommendation from my side. Time to move on, guys. This is former President Tito, and I'm heading this way to my next place, which is called Miljana. This place that I'm riding at the moment in is called Zagorska Sela. Rough translation would be name of the area and then village. So Zagorje is the name of the area, Sela is a village on Croatian. So countryside in deep inside Zagorje as a geographical area in Croatia. Looks very beautiful. Now I'm gonna ride to my next destination or viewpoint. But frankly speaking, I could stop anywhere to snap a couple of pictures. It's that beautiful. You see what I was saying about the hills? There's a tons of small hills with a panoramic view on surrounding area. Zagorje is spectacular, definitely worth exploring, and that was actually my intention with this short series of videos, to show you guys not something, some monument or some architectural building or something special, but to show you the area so you can have a feeling how it's like to ride in these areas. Mother Nature truly is a perfect architect. You can see all variety of beautiful landscapes here, agricultural fields, small hills, villages, and of course things that human hand made, like these roads and so on. Anyway guys, I'm really impressed with this Zagorje. I really like the place. I definitely recommend it to ride here if you ever plan to ride Croatia. It's not all about the coastline, even though the coastline probably is the most beautiful part. But again, experiencing this kind of places is what makes every adventure so much richer. You can see in these villages like thousands of years of history, or in one small area. See this old house. This house is at least 200 years old. It's probably private property, but it's protected. And I'm slowly entering my next place, which is called Miljana. I'll just pass through, but if you fancy castles, Miljana has one castle, and you can easily make a castle tour around this Zagorje. As I was saying, on top of the hill is a castle, if you can see it. I'm not sure if GoPro will show it. Millions of things to see here. It's impossible to show them all in one video. So guys, after regular adventure confusion, or what I meant to say, after wrongly reading the maps, I stumbled on a local road again, and I'm continuing more deeper into the Zagorje, and on my way to Krapina city, which is far north, that I'm gonna go today. So enjoy with me in these beautiful Zagorje landscapes. Tiny roads of Zagorje. As you can see, complete wildness. Nothing in the surrounding area, but at least I'm riding on asphalt. Proper adventure, guys. As you can see, a lot of roads, tiny as this one, in this area. So if you fancy riding on these roads, you can download my road below and enjoy this adventure. So far they're not that challenging. It's completely fine in that regard. It's all asphalt. You just need to make sure you dedicate a couple of hours more for exploring this area, because it's too beautiful not to stop and take a picture. In 8 minutes or 3.6 kilometers, according to a sat nav, I should enter on a bigger road and then continue toward the bigger city Krapina, where I'm gonna just pass through the city. I won't stop in the city, and continue going south back to Zagreb. So that's my plan. It's impressive the amount of back roads and the main roads and everything here, how you can explore the area. As I was saying earlier, you really need a lot more time to see everything. So guys, this over there is Castle Akita Bore, which is one of the most popular castles in this part of the Croatia, Hrvatsko Zagorje. Akita Bore. A lot of history is tied to that castle. As I said, this whole area was a strategical thing during I think Ottoman Empire. Very impressive castle, as you can see. It's only a museum. There's no, you can't have coffee there, but the view from there on all this area is magnificent. So if you like castles, definitely this one you should check it out. I'm continuing my journey towards next stop on my route, which is a small village called Pregrada. In Pregrada there's also one castle. This one is public castle, and castle in Pregrada is I think still privately held. The more I ride this V-Strom 650, the more I like it. It's the best part is fuel consumption is very low. I'm riding it 2 days now, and I still have more than half of fuel left, and lightness of the bike is very, very impressive. I do have a panniers, as I said, but even with the luggage back, I'm still relatively light, so I can tackle these. Take a look at this, guys. What a beautiful view. I can tackle these tiny roads. And entering Pregrada now. I'll just pass through, as I said. That was Pregrada, guys, and now moving on to Krapina, bigger place, historically very interesting place, where they found Neanderthal, if that's the word. Can't think of better English word for that. I'll title it below, but it's our ancestry are found in Krapina, so that's what that place is famous for. As you can see, road is wider. This is one of main pillars of Zagorje, and it's good to change a little bit from tiny narrow roads into these roads and opposite. So just to show you variety of roads here, guys, so you can all I mean, according to your personal preferences, choose which one the best suits your needs, your wishes. So Krapina is our next place. Again, it's a city with that museum I mentioned earlier, and I won't stop in the cities. I'll just continue. I'll pass through, and then I'm going south toward my base in Zagreb. I saw a lot of patches on the road, oil patches, fuel patches. You can actually smell it's a fuel. Expected to see in the villages. This is Hrvatsko Zagorje, guys. Take a look at view, really magnificent. And as you can see, guys, here we are in Krapina. I'm closing my today's ride, guys, slowly. It's been incredible. This today has been Zagorje, and if you like what you see, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm planning to do more videos like this, short ones, exploring the local area. Thanks for watching, and see you in upcoming releases. Take care, guys.